Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my first impressions look on the Jordan Why Not 0.5. So they changed up the name. It's not Why Not 0.5 anymore, it's just Why Not 0.5, and I don't know why they changed it, but they did. And as far as the price goes, I have the Honor the Gift colorway here. It says Honor the Gift here in the back, and this colorway is going for 150 bucks. And some sizes are still available, but I feel like they'll all be sold out once this video goes up. But the regular kind of general release colorways are going for 130 bucks. It's on Nike.com. It says coming soon, and it's like a very colorful purple orange colorway, so stay tuned for that. But the regular pricing for the 0.5 is 130 bucks. And it's the same exact price as the Why Not 0.4. So if you guys do want to cop it, try to leave an affiliate link in the description box, but let's get it started off with the Tracciones. And in this colorway, we have a gum outsole, and it's a nice color. I really like this. And then here in the tip of the toe, we have some really it's like a light tan color, and then here in the tip of the toe, it's like a blue color. And as far as the pattern goes, we have little nubbies, you know, and of course, as you guys all know, I'm not a huge fan of nubs just because they're not durable. And in their tech specs, it says it's a durable outsole, and I guess I do agree with them that the rubber does feel pretty hard, but then like the rubber grooves are pretty thin, especially here at the tip of the toe, if you guys can see. So it is pretty easily moved, and it feels pretty pliable as well. So I feel like on an outdoor court, these like smaller nubs here at the tip of the toe, and like here in the middle of the outsole, and also here in the heel, they might rip off pretty easily, you know, so just be careful on that. And as far as the bite on my wood floors go, it's alright. I mean, there's really no squeak at all, which sucks. I like to have a squeaky outsole, but then the bite seems okay. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's a crazy good bite, but it also doesn't feel terrible. Of course, I'm gonna need to test it out, but that's just my first impressions look on just my wood floors. And then here in the middle of the outsole, we can see the Jordan logo. And also, as you guys can see, it is a decoupled outsole with a midfoot shank plate. And this is a very crazy midfoot shank plate. I mean, look at this. Like, it extends here into the lateral side of the shoe, and also here on the medial side, there's like this zigzag pattern, and it reminds you a lot of the Why Not 0.2. I mean, the entire design of the shoe looks like the Why Not 0.2, 3, and 4 combined together, which we'll get into, I guess, in aesthetics. But there is the traction there. As far as the heel to toe transition goes, it feels very smooth. I mean, the Why Not line has been very nice. Since the 4, and also the 2 and the 3, look at this, just a crazy shape here in the heel, which I really like. The 4, same thing. The 3, the same thing. Look at this, look at how much it comes up. And also the 5, so it comes up a lot here in the heel. It's a very curved shape, and also here in the forefoot we have a very curved shape, and we have a good amount of flex here in the forefoot, just right here. And of course, because of the midfoot shank plate, we have good torsional support. So heel to toe transition seems pretty damn smooth so far. And now moving on to the cushioning setup, and it feels pretty similar to the Why Not 0.2 and also the Why Not 0.4, you know? And I guess they're all pretty similar. I guess the Why Not 0.4 has a smaller zoom unit, but it is double stacked, so it's a little bit easier to feel the zoom unit, but it's like a smaller surface area. The Why Not 0.5 has a very large volume zoom unit here in the forefoot, and it feels super nice. There's a good amount of compression. Of course, it's not a zoom unit right underneath your foot. I mean, it feels like it's top loaded, but it feels a little bit different than a forefoot zoom strobel unit, or even like a full length zoom strobel unit, you know? So of course, you don't get that crazy compression compared to those, but here you still get a good amount of compression. It feels nice. And just walking around in it feels really good, you know? So I feel like once I start playing in it, it'll get even bouncier, which I like, and it reminds me a lot of like the old school zoom units, you know what I mean? I would say it kind of reminds me of like the Jordan 35 zoom unit in the forefoot, where they still have a strobe board on top of that zoom unit, even though it's like top loaded zoom, right? As compared to like the Jordan 36 or the KD14 or like the zoom strobel units. By the way, it feels nice in the forefoot. Here in the heel, I'm guessing this is just a Phylon foam, and there's a little bit of compression. It feels pretty nice, you know, but for the most part, I mean, the heel cushion in all of Westbrook's shoes has been just like pretty lackluster, but it's still not terrible though. I wouldn't say it's like Kyrie 2, Kyrie 3 cushion stiff, you know? It feels a little bit softer than that, but it's still not like that soft, right? So heel feels alright, but you know, here in the forefoot, that zoom in, it does feel nice. As far as the court feel goes, it feels pretty good. I wouldn't say it's super low to the ground like, you know, the Curry 9 or like in the Kyrie 8, but it still feels nice. You know, it doesn't feel terrible like the LeBrons. I would say it's just like, you know, pretty good court feel. So I'm liking the cushioning setup so far. It feels very reminiscent to basically his entire line. Now moving on to the materials, here in the Honor the Gift colorway, it seems like it's a little bit different than the regular, like general release colorways, right? So I was looking at the materials that they're using in the general release colorway in this like purple, orange, blue color. And of course, as you guys can see in the toe box, we have this like synthetic leather material. I mean, even for 150 bucks, this is a pretty crappy synthetic leather. Like this is pretty bad, right? As far as the quality goes, but it feels super thin. So I guess it's not terrible on foot. And then above that, we have this like nubuck type of material, which feels kind of cheap. And then here in the middle of the toe box, we have like a canvas material, and it kind of extends all the way here into the midfoot and all the way here into the ankle area as well. The canvas material feels nice. It's super thin as well, yet still supportive. You know, it doesn't really stretch at all, right? But if you look at the general release colorway, it seems to have that like see-through kind of synthetic or plastic material, and underneath that there seems to be like another, maybe I'm guessing like a textile material. So maybe I actually don't know, because I mean, looking at it, the general release colorway, the material seems a little bit thinner just because of the see-through material, right? But just look at the Honor the Gift colorway. It's just super thin. It conforms to your foot. There's no pinching either. It feels super nice on foot, and it stays extremely thin in the midfoot as well. Just look at that, right? And then moving here into the ankle area, we have so here in this colorway, we have some exposed foam, and it's very reminiscent of the off-white design. So we have that pretty much here in for the ankle collar as well as for the tongue. But in this other general release colorway, it's only exposed foam on the tongue. If you look at the ankle area, it's not exposed foam. It looks like it's stitched down and it's another material. And then also this ankle piece, you know, this ankle piece seems independent. There is a good amount of foam in this ankle piece as well, which feels nice. It's mostly in the back of the heel though. So there's that. And as far as the tongue goes, the tongue doesn't have too much padding, and we have this kind of like air bubble. It kind of reminds me of the LeBron 18 like useless Air Max bubble in the tongue, right? It doesn't really do anything. Of course, in this shoe we have Russell Westbrook's logo, and then on the back we have his signature. And then for this colorway, we have some corduroy for like the middle of the tongue, and then for the regular general release colorway, it looks to have like a regular foam with that really thin synthetic or plastic material. So the material is a little bit different. As far as quality goes, I don't think it's worth $20 more, you know, for the Honor the Gift colorway. I feel like maybe the canvas is a little bit nicer for quality, but not that much, you know? So I'm not super impressed by the quality of the materials, but it feels very nice on foot, super minimal. It also feels very comfortable. I mean, like not super cozy because there's not a whole lot of foam, I guess, besides the back of the heel. But it still feels comfortable nonetheless, just because it's like a thin material. So I like it overall on foot. And also, as far as the eyelets go, we have an asymmetrical lacing system. And also we have straps. So in this colorway, we can't really see the straps, but if you look at the general release colorway, it's a see-through material, and these straps are kind of like connected together, it looks like, and it comes all the way down, acting as like a lateral counter for more support. And of course, we have basically all these eyelets are straps, but besides the last one, and same thing here on the medial side. So that's a nice little touch as well. Of course, Russell Westbrook definitely needs a lot of support. And then here in the heel, we have a pull tab, and it says Honor the Gift here. And also on the midsole, it says why not. That's pretty cool. All right, moving on to the fit. I went true to size, and it fits me pretty well. I would say there's a little bit of length though. I feel like if I went down half a size though, it might be a little too snug. So just to be safe, I would recommend for most people going true to size. If you have a skinny foot or you don't mind having a really snug fit, maybe go down half a size, but just be careful on that, just because the width feels kind of narrow, and also here in the toe box, it feels quite snug as well. So just be careful if you do want to go down half a size. The fit feels pretty good for me going true to size. If you have a wide foot or you want a roomier fit, obviously go up half a size. For me, it's a very nice fit. I also do like the heel tab. It makes the shoe easier to put on, and the tongue does open up a lot as well. And also, as far as the tongue goes, we have a half booty construction tongue. This actual tongue it's like another material, like underneath this canvas material, you know. It's connected to this corduroy and also connected to like a textile and also another mesh material. So it's like a whole inner booty for the tongue inside the Why Not 0.5, which is a very nice touch. It does improve the overall fit of the shoe. All right, moving on to support and lockdown. I feel like it's gonna be good, especially for lateral containment. So here in the forefoot, we have the foam coming up acting as a sidewall, and it's not a very supportive material. I mean, it still feels pretty soft. It's a very thin material also, feels like. But we have this eyelet that kind of like comes down as well. Here in the heel, we have the foam coming up and also an internal TPU heel counter, it feels like. So lateral containment, I feel like it's gonna be good. As for lateral stability, like look, this is a very wide shoe. And that's one thing that the Why Not 0.4 didn't do very well. I mean, I didn't have any crazy issues with lateral stability for the Why Not 0.4, but it didn't feel like laterally stable, you know what I mean? So like, let's see. Yeah, so they did improve the lateral stability of the 0.5 just by a little bit. Look, it's a little bit, just a tiny bit, maybe like 5 to 7 millimeters wider here in the forefoot, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Let's check it with the 3 actually. Let's see. I guess it's around the same as a 3. So lateral stability, I feel like is gonna be pretty good here in the 0.5 as well. All right, moving on to the weight. So as you guys all know, the Why Not 0.1 was freaking heavy. It was like 15, 16 ounces, super bulky and very hot shoe. And the 2 also was pretty damn heavy. I mean, this is a heavy ass shoe, like 16 ounces, 15, yeah, 16.16 ounces. They definitely did reduce the weight in the 3. 12.24 ounces, and then in the 4 they definitely reduced it a little bit more, I feel like. Yeah, 11.64, right? So the 5 still feels super light. I'm very surprised at how light it feels. I'm guessing around 12 ounces though. Oh, 11.68 ounces. So that's basically the same exact weight as the Why Not 0.4, and I like how they're reducing the weight for Russell Westbrook's shoes. I mean, it used to be super heavy. The 1 and 2 were super heavy, and the 3, 4, and 5 are getting lighter and lighter, which I like, and also the materials are getting thinner as well. So yeah, I mean, this shoe feels nice on foot. Materials really do feel light. I mean, when you look at it, the material doesn't look very thin, but feeling it and also putting it on foot, it feels very, very minimal as well. It's just like, I guess like the heel is a little chonky, but it feels pretty nice so far. So there is the weight of the 0.5. Moving on to the aesthetics, I like it. Like I said, it looks like a mix of, like here on the medial side, as you guys can see, it looks pretty similar, like this zigzag pattern, right? Very, very similar. The lateral side to me looks pretty similar to the Why Not 0.4 or the 3 a little bit, right? It's just a blend of both of the shoes. And the design language is very similar in his shoes from the 2, 3, and 4. The 1 was very different. So I feel like Russell Westbrook, he kind of like found the design that he likes and he's gonna stay with that design. Kind of like how Kobe's have a very similar design. Same thing with Kyrie's. But you know, like I said, I like the overall design. I really like this colorway as well. It's a very clean looking colorway with kind of like this tan and the gum outsole. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, it's feeling very nice. I am a little bit worried about the traction, but I don't think it's gonna be terrible right now, but I do hope it gets better. Hopefully it's top tier, but I do have my doubts on that. But everything else is feeling very, very nice. I like the zoom in the forefoot. I like how thin and minimal the materials are, and I like the overall weight as well. So my first impressions of the Why Not 0.5 are very, very good, and I'm very excited to trying this shoe out. But anyways, that about wraps it up for my first impressions. If you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.